heart of a small town, there stood an old family-owned bakery known as Bread and Beyond. For generations, the bakery had been a well-loved establishment, famous for its precious bread and pastries. However, as time passed, the bakery's business had stagnated, and the owners, the Patterson family, were faced with a tough decision. The Pattersons were at a crossroads. The once thriving bakery now faced stiff competition from new trendy eateries in town. The family business desperately needed a revitalization, but how? Sophie Patterson, the youngest of the family, was known for her creativity. She had once dreamed of becoming a pastry chef and had spent years experimenting with new recipes and unique flavor combinations. When the family gathered to discuss the bakery's future, Sophie spoke up. "Maybe we need to think outside the traditional bread box," she suggested. "Let's infuse some creativity into our menu. Unique pastries, artisanal bread, and special dessert creations could attract a different crowd." The family was hesitant, fearing that such a change might alienate their loyal customers. But they realized that they had nothing to lose. Together, they decided to embark on a journey to reinvent Bread and Beyond. Sophie's creative energy was contagious. She introduced vibrant flavors like lavender-infused bread and salted caramel croissants. The bakery's appearance was also given a facelift, with colorful displays and enticing window decorations. Word spread quickly about the bakery's transformation. Customers who had not visited in years started to return. New customers were drawn in by the delicious aroma and the visual feast for their eyes. As the weeks turned into months, Bread and Beyond's customer base grew steadily. However, the journey wasn't without challenges. The Pattersons had invested their time, energy, and resources into the bakery's transformation, and their hard work began to pay off. One day, Sophie was approached by a young aspiring chef named Emma, who had recently moved to town. Emma had heard about the bakery's creative revival and was eager to join the team. Sophie, recognizing the potential of fresh talent, welcomed Emma with open arms. With Emma's innovative ideas and Sophie's guidance, the bakery's menu expanded further. They introduced themed events such as Taste of the World weekends, where the customer could sample international pastries and bread. These events drew even more attention and added to the bakery's growing reputation. One sunny afternoon, an elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Turner, walked into Bread and Beyond. They had been patrons of the bakery for decades but had stopped due to its stagnation. As they savored a slice of Sophie's signature apple pie, Mr. Turner remarked, "This bakery has breathed new life into our town. We used to come here with our children, and now we're coming with our grandchildren. It's like rediscovering a treasure." Sophie, overhearing their conversation, smiled. The bakery had not only revived, but had also become a symbol of creativity and renewal in the community. Creativity can breathe new life to even the most traditional of businesses. Sophie's willingness to think outside the box and introduce fresh ideas transformed her family's bakery into a thriving establishment. The story emphasizes that embracing creativity can rejuvenate a business and attract a wider audience. It also illustrates that sometimes it's necessary to take risks to evolve and grow.